What's up, everybody? My name is Jeremy.
And I'm Jade.
And we're married.
Yeah.
Does that need to be our intro or not? I feel like we do that every time.
Really need to record an intro.
We really do. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
To the New Heights Marriage Podcast.
All five of you, welcome back.
We are excited that you are here, that you're listening, that you're watching, whatever it may be. And we hope that you're doing well, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
I hope you're doing great.
Do I really care? I don't know. No, I really do. I hope you're doing well, and we hope that you enjoy this podcast.
And if not, don't listen.
Don't listen. But leave a 5-star review on your way out.
Yes.
And say that Jeremy's the best.
Can I do a PSA? I feel like I always want a PSA.
You did a PSA
in the last one.
Last podcast, I believe. It's, hey, your ball game.
Yes, I'm wearing the same shirt as last time.
Yes.
But Jeremy is not, because Jeremy owns a black shirt for every day of the week.
I do.
But am I wearing the same shirt? Yes,
Yeah.
I am. Just in case you're wondering.
I do mainly wear only black shirts.
Can you explain that?
Like a lot of people who like technology and video and those kind of things, I started wearing black, like for being a videographer and all this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then I watched a documentary and changed my whole life. You know what I mean? I watched The Minimalist on Netflix. Mm-hmm. Have you ever seen that?
No.
I can't believe I've never got you to write that or watch that. But I watched The Minimalist on Netflix, and it was just talking about being very prioritized on what you wear and just, stop wearing things that don't make it. And I hate, you can attest to this, I hate clothes shopping.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty miserable experience for both of us when we go clothes shopping.
I was going to say, I love shopping. Do I love shopping with Jeremy? Absolutely not.
And so it is easier for me to buy black t-shirts, wear them most days. I don't know how many black t-shirts.
So many.
And I wear the same.
Than one for every day of the week.
More for one every day of the week because I hate doing laundry. I have the same pair of black shorts that I wear in the summer. I typically wear the same shoes. I have 2 pairs of shoes I wear. And on church days, because you got to dress up for church, I got like 3 shirts and 1 pair of jeans. I don't know if all guys are like this or if girls are like this. I've lived the one for 7 years. I have no idea how many pairs of jeans you have. Oh. But I only have 1 pair. You probably know.
You only have 1 pair of jeans?
I only have 1 pair of jeans. And I rarely wash them.
Oh. Good to know.
Are you rethinking a lot of things right now?
Yeah. I have a lot of questions going through my mind.
But yes. That's why, to answer your question, why I only wear black shirts.
I actually love it because I feel like it would make getting dressed so much easier, because Sunday before church, I probably had our bed filled with like 10 different outfit options, and I was still unhappy with what I wore.
So I think that's a normal. I bet most people are like that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I only have like 3 shirts that I wear on church on Sundays, and
you have a lot more dress shirts in your closet though.
But I don't wear them. This is why I need to get rid of them. This is the minimalist format.
Okay.
You get rid of stuff you don't wear. Anyway, completely off
Moral
subject.
of the story: create yourself a uniform you love to wear. Buy several of them. Wear them. All right.
Excellent. That was beautiful. Everything you just said. And so, okay, this is a perfect example. Here's the question I want to pose on the New Heights Marriage Podcast episode, whatever this is.
Let's hear it.
Are we better as friends? Before you answer, I'm not giving you an option to get out of this marriage.
Oh.
That's not the question. Are we better being married? Are we better being friends? Are we better being partners?
We're better as friends.
Okay. Thanks for watching and listening, everybody. We'll see you next time. Okay, so give me your definition in this context of what is the difference between being a friend in a marriage and being a partner in a marriage? And do you think they're different?
So in a marriage.
In a marriage, not just like being buddies.
friend.
Yeah. The reason I wanted to ask this is because there's several times when we're laying in bed and no, I'm just kidding. We're laying in bed and I'll just start riffing, or I'll start just like saying jokes, quoting movies, acting just like a jackwagon. And you will like turn to me and say, "You really need to find a friend."
Yeah.
Because what you think I am right now, I'm not.
Yeah.
Like you really need to.
Or when you're like begging me to play chess.
Chess.
And I'm like, I don't want to play chess. I don't want to learn to play chess. I don't like doing things that I have to think, like games. If it's a game I have to think, I'm out. You need to find a friend.
I need to find a friend. So the problem is you're my only friend.
Oh.
And so, so that's what brings up my question, because we're really good friends.
We are.
I would rather hang out with you than anybody.
That's so sweet.
That's the truth. I have no idea if you feel the same.
It is true, though.
There was a pause there.
No, I was going to say, like, even today I had a moment to go do something by myself. And then I was like, but is there anything we could go do together instead? Like, I love being around you.
And we went to Lowe's.
And we got Starbucks for me.
And we did one thing you like, one thing I like.
Yeah.
So we're really good friends. We would love to hang out with each other. I would much rather spend my time with you than anybody. And so we're really good friends. But my question is, are we better friends who are married? We're married. Are we better as friends?
Mm-hmm.
Are we better partners in this thing? Do you see a difference with the two?
Yeah, I see a difference.
So, like, being a friend in marriage is, enjoying spending time together, enjoying hanging out together, going on dates, watching movies, doing fun stuff, doing things that are kind of not unimportant, but maybe not super significant.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like just cracking jokes, having fun, banter,
So you're saying, are we better at that?
Are we better at that than we are at being partners? Now, what does being partners in a marriage mean?
Define that.
Okay. Let's both define it, like, together, because we're both real smart. So being a partner's marriage is like...
are you talking about, like, the more serious things?
The more serious things. Planning for the future. Being there emotionally for one another. Like, caring about the deepest parts of one another. Like, just more real significant things in a marriage that... I'm not saying we don't do.
Yeah.
I'm saying, are we better at one than the other?
Oh, got you.
And so...
Okay, well, I think we do the real marriage stuff, decision-making, goal setting, business, all that. I think we do it well.
Okay.
We do it well.
That's a good sign.
We do it really well.
Okay.
But are we better friends? Yes, we're excellent friends. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I've often said, if you leave me, which I completely understand, if you leave me, can we still hang out? So, but I legit, like, you're a nice person to hang out with. We agree on a lot of things. We have the same taste in most things. And so I would love to hang out with you. So, okay. So we do partnership well.
Very well.
Oh, you just said well a second ago. So now are you trying to put on for the podcast?
No, I think we do.
But friendship, I mean, we're literally
off
best
the
friends.
Charts.
We're literally best friends.
Yeah.
And so
we have a lot of the same interest. I think that's why we're such good friends.
Would. Yeah.
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 Like, I was just thinking of, as an example, there are married couples that I know
Mm-hmm.
who don't have some of the same interests.
Yeah, okay. Who are they? And will you call them out right now? No. Yeah, no, I okay.
No, I'll give these people as an example because they don't care. My parents,
Okay.
been married a very long time, 34 years,
Something like that.
something like that, 34, 35 years. Great example of marriage, beautiful relationship. But
Yep.
I would say they have a lot of things they're not interested in. Like as far as like the friendship stuff, like movies, hobbies.
Yeah.
I feel like
They-
they're very different.
Yeah. I think they do a good job of, but maybe that's being partners. I think your dad does a lot of things that your mom likes, and I think your mom tries things that your dad likes. And so I could see that.
Does that make sense?
And so they're friends,
Yeah.
but they're probably better partners in marriage than friends in marriage. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or I say better, but this is not like on a even scale. We're just talking about two portions of being married and the different ways that you can enhance.
It's weird too because I'm thinking about just like personalities. Like
Yeah.
I don't like doing stuff without you. Like if I'm going somewhere, going on a trip,
Yeah.
going to do anything, I want to do it with you.
Yeah, I agree.
And
I'm the same way.
whereas like my mom, this could just be a personality thing. I feel like she's very independent. She would have no problem going to the beach or going on vacation
Without your dad.
without my dad. It's like not a big
and your
deal.
dad would love
And
to
he
stay
loves
home.
to stay home.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he's like, yeah, go do that. I'll
Have
be right
fun.
here.
Yeah.
So like,
And it
whereas
works.
we do so much together,
Yeah.
and I love it that way.
So people like to say that you should be friends first before you get married. Do you think that that's a true statement?
Yeah, absolutely. What do you think?
I mean, clearly, if television has taught us anything, it's that you can be married at first sight and it works out. Or be, no, whatever. I don't know. I don't know the reality shows.
Love at first sight.
No. I mean, I think so, yeah.
The
I mean,
Bachelor.
you have to have a level of, I mean, who wants to be married to somebody that
That you
you
don't
just
like.
have totally no interest in hanging out with? I know some married couples like that, but
Oh, really? Who?
just kidding. But I do totally think you have to have some form of friendship, and it just helps be in partnership. Now, can you and I, rely on being friends? Let's say an issue rises up. Not that we have any issues.
None.
But let's say an issue rises up with us. Do sometimes we lean on, hey, let's just go hang out. Let's just go on a date night and just kind of push the issue off to the side and not deal it with as partners should deal with it. And we're just kind of leaning on, hey, we like hanging out with each other. Let's not forget about that. You know,
Probably.
is that healthy?
Probably not. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Like,
Do we deal with issues in a way that's more partner-like or more friend-like?
I mean, I think we deal with issues as partners.
Yeah.
And then as we're doing fun things as friends, like date nights and dinners
Yeah.
and those things, we talk about real issues too.
We do.
I feel like we have a good balance.
Okay. That's a good way to put it. So there
You
needs
have
to
to
be
have
a
a
balance in this thing. So how can people become better friends in their marriage, in your opinion?
In my opinion, how can you be better?
Or advice?
All that wisdom I have.
All that wisdom that's in you. We talked about date nights.
I was about to say, you really do have to have, I feel like I said this on another podcast, that like the biggest change with having a child was the freedom. And like me and you could just go to
Wait,
dinner
with having a child or before a child?
before a child.
Oh, yeah.
We had a lot more freedom.
Life was so much better. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
That's not even funny.
I'm sorry. I love Teddy.
I'm going to kick you under the table. But before Teddy, we had a lot more freedom. We could go do whatever we wanted to.
Yeah.
Whenever we wanted to. Not ask anybody to babysit. Our families have busy schedules. It's kind of hard to get a babysitter. So anyway, all that to say, now we have consistent childcare, sort of, like 1 day a week. And sometimes we use that for work, or sometimes we use that as a date if we need to. So I think my biggest advice, or both, we do both, is just having that time to be one-on-one and go do something fun.
Yeah. I agree. So what advice would you, like, what if people are like married right now and they're listening to this and they're like, I really need the New Heights Marriage Podcast to save my marriage. And the spouses, they're not friends and they have nothing in common. What do they do?
What do you think they should do?
I don't give up. Just kidding.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. No, I think you should try new things. Like, for instance, I won tickets to the Birmingham Legion soccer game, club seats, which is basically the only way I could get you to go with me.
Yeah, basically.
So, but neither one of us had ever watched a soccer game before, so it was totally new. And I don't think we had very high expectations going in. And now we want to buy season tickets to the soccer
it was
games.
so much fun.
It was so much
It
fun.
was so much fun.
We were figuring out soccer together. We were making up rules in our heads.
Yeah.
We were Googling why they did certain things.
Yeah, we were like, why did they do that?
Why do they spray water jets on
Yeah,
the
like we
soccer?
were literally Googling stuff.
And so that was something new. That's not an interest either one of us have.
Nope.
And so that was, I don't know. My advice would be to try something. If you really don't see eye to eye on things, just try something neither one of you know if you like.
That's
just
good.
try something new.
That's good advice.
And
I was going to say do something she likes or do something he likes.
You could
but no,
always
that's-
compromise.
Yeah.
You could always compromise. And marriage is a lot of that. It's a lot of compromising. But I
going
think going and trying something just completely brand new as a couple would be really good.
I love that.
And so, go ahead.
I was going to say, what else?
No, I mean,
Can we, what other sport can we go watch? Curling.
Curling. Do they have curling in Birmingham? If it's not,
We should go to a
15
hockey
minutes.
game.
yeah, I used to
A
love
lot
hockey.
of people say they like hockey
Birmingham
games.
Bulls.
But we are looking at the soccer schedule so we can go ahead and plan the next soccer game
Yeah.
because it was that much
I
fun.
want season tickets to it. But so compromise on some things, but just try some new things. And so, but I think we both agree as experts in marriage that being friends either before you're married or, hey, maybe you find yourself in a marriage where it's just like, man, it's hard to be friends right now. I get that. But I think reforming and rekindling that friendship really helps you be partners. And partners who, yes, you got to have some times where you sit down and you talk about money. Yes, you got to sit down and sometimes you got a goal set. But I think even those things can be fun. We just set a goal to new business and all these kind of things. And like we make that fun, I think.
We do.
I'm not a stressful person at all, right? Right. But yeah, I think you can. I think being good friends can make being partners more fun. Because sometimes marriage crap's not that fun. You gotta plan finances. You gotta think about your mortgage. You gotta,
I'm like laughing because
plan
I'm
all those
thinking
things.
about like when we first got married and we had to like pay bills for the first time. And like I was a teacher salary paid once a month. So we always paid them beginning of the month.
Still do.
Oh, do we? But we had like a paper calendar and you were just like so excited. You like wanted us to sit down together and like pay our bills.
Okay.
And I would like write them and check them off.
Yeah.
And you were just like, you loved that. Like
Paying bills.
you were so pumped to do that.
Paying bills is my favorite day of the month. Like, in that way, in financially, and like there's something about getting everything settled with the debtor, with what you owe. That's in the Bible somewhere, I'm sure. But like, there's something to that just makes you feel good. You, however, could care less. I feel like, like you would just, I don't know. Currently, what's our current status of paying bills?
What's our current status?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, how do we do it now?
Oh, now, yeah, we've learned that it's just better if Jeremy
We learned that it leads to a lot of
pays the bills.
So I just pay the
He
bills.
can tell me, hey, I paid the bills.
Yeah, but you probably you would not know how to pay the bills right now.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, you could.
I could.
You're an intelligent person. You're beautiful, wonderful. But
I don't make it like a fun activity like Jeremy does.
I tried to do that early in our marriage. I thought, man, this would be awesome. You know, we were just doing all this stuff together, and it was not.
Yeah,
broke my heart.
It's not for me.
Do you remember freaking out when we talked about joining? This is stuff you should talk about before you're married. We did not do that. Your granddad is famous for saying a lot of things, but he is famous for saying, if you need to go to marriage counseling before your wedding, then maybe you shouldn't be having a wedding.
Yeah, we didn't.
We didn't
do marriage counseling, and I love that line that he says.
I love that.
But
line
if you do marriage counseling, that's great.
Yeah. But we did not talk about like checking accounts, and I just assumed what's yours is mine, what mine is yours, and we'd have a joint checking account. You disagreed with that.
Yeah, I thought
pretty seriously the first time we brought it up.
This is immature thinking here on my part, but like I got married, or we got married in October. I started my first teaching job in August.
Yeah.
And then we got married in October. So I'd only been teaching a very short time. And I'm like feeling like a whole adult. You know, it's my first job at my career. And I kind of had that mindset where I'm like, this is my money.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and I remember my first paycheck sitting down and like paying our bills. And I was like, no, like I was kind of the mindset that we would have separate.
Yeah. Yeah. Accounts.
I don't know. I just remember being so bummed. I'm like, this is my first big girl check.
Spent all your money.
I want to spend it all
on lights.
Yeah.
And mortgage.
But yeah, now I love it.
Now you love it.
What's mine is yours. What's yours is mine. It's great. You have more money if you combine it.
If you combine it. That's a beautiful way to put it, Jay. But yeah, so I think the moral of the story, are we better as friends?
Probably.
Yes, we are. But being good friends helps us be great partners in marriage.
Absolutely.
And we can always fall back on being friends who are married to each other.
That's right. And if you're a guy and you want to play chess and be Jeremy's friend,
I'm taking applications.
Please reach out to us.
And so, no, I haven't created friends, but it's been wonderful being married and being your friend.
Thank you. I love you. What you want to do tonight?
Love you. I'm ready to go to sleep.
Let's do it.
Baby's asleep. I want to get to sleep. So, thank you so much for listening to the New Heights Marriage Podcast. Or if you're watching, thank you so much, man. Please leave us a comment, a like, a review, all those kind of things. The biggest thing is just to share it with some friends. And so share it with someone who likes podcasts, who likes to listen to banter, who is married, maybe, all that good stuff. And so, but it was nice hanging out with you.
And we'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time. Love you. This podcast was produced by Cunningham Creative. Cunningham Creative is a mobile podcasting service helping you reach the audience that you want to. If you want to find out more about Cunningham Creative, go to cunninghamcreative.online. Give them some information. They'll get in touch with you and tell you how they can help you. Thank you so much. Also, if you're a fan of this podcast, we invite you to listen to Jade's podcast. If you're a mom out there, She has a podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts called Moms Like Me, where she interviews moms like her. And they're really funny, really inspirational. It's great to listen. So go find that. Moms Like Me. Thank you so much for listening.